Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Dan.
you. Dan. Perfect.
Should I shut the door?
Yes, that would be wonderful. So Dan, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you'd like to be a 911 dispatcher?
Well, I've always had an interest in law enforcement, and it's one of those jobs where you have to make a decision, not necessarily the perfect one, but just a decision is good. And it's a good start for a career in law enforcement because I want to be a street cop eventually and move up for the city of Boston. And, I think it's a good place to start because it can be exciting too, and I definitely get to deal with the public. And yeah, I feel like I'm a good candidate for the job because I can work well under pressure. Okay, great.
Yeah, because I think sometimes you are going to deal with high pressure situations. So could you talk a little bit more about how you would think through that?
Well, I'm kind of experienced in dealing with stressful situations because I've seen a lot of my friends get hurt while playing sports, and usually I'm the one that has to help them out if they're panicking, because when people are panicking, it's hard to get through to them. So I'm good at talking to people and calming them down and letting them know that I'm here for them, and I think that's good.
Good. What would you do or say to show me that you are reliable should you get the job?
If I'm not 10 minutes early to the job, then I consider myself late.
Okay. So punctuality or even being early is great. What else?
Just doing your job to the best of your ability, not slacking off, taking pride in your work. It's very important to me.
Great. Could you tell me about a time that you had a problem and how you solved it?
Usually they happen during work. I remember when I was working for a landscaping company, we had a lot of leaves to pick up, and they were piling on top of each other, and it was so thick it couldn't move it with a leaf blower. So me and 3 other kids had to break it down and pile it up and do the best we could. But I think it was the teamwork that helped, and we solved it because we worked together, and it's pretty much how we got it done. We wouldn't have gotten it done if we did it by ourselves.
So how would you apply that lesson going forward?
Just teamwork and just listen to people, listen to their ideas, because your ideas always aren't going to be the right ones. So.
Great. Could you name a book or movie you would take with you if you were banished to a desert island?
That's a good question. I don't really see a lot of movies that often, but it'd probably be Titanic, because I consider myself a young Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I thought we always looked alike. Can't you see it?
What about that movie did you like?
I don't know. It was a good movie, I guess.
Are there themes in movies that you normally like?
I like
movies?
I like realistic movies.
Okay.
I don't like the kind of the corny stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. And if it's a history movie, I'd rather see it be more accurate than a Hollywood movie, because usually Hollywood kind of fabricates a lot of stuff.
Right.
It's not necessarily that entertaining anymore when it's not real.
Right. Great. So could you tell me about some of your recent goals and what you did to achieve them?
Yeah, I do karate. I've been doing it since I was 10. And when I got my green belt, I had to do a 3-hour test for it, physical. And I really just had to push myself through it because it was really hard and very physically demanding. And I didn't see the point of walking out and quitting, so I decided just get through it because it's what you want.
Right. Great. What'd you do to prepare for that? I mean, a 3-hour test, that must have required a lot.
Just practice what I knew and kept practicing. That's really all you can do for tests like that.
Okay.
You're not really supposed to know what's going to happen. You're supposed to just deal with it when it comes at you.
Great. So we've had a lot of people apply for this job. Why should I pick you?
I mean, look at me. I'm perfect.
What else?
I work really well under pressure. It's kind of like my, it's like my thing. Some people like crisis. Some people don't, and I feel like I do good with it because I like leading people, and I like the greater good for the greater amount of people. I try to live by that.
Okay, great. Do you have any questions for me?
How could this start from a 911 dispatcher to move on to, say, a patrol cop?
So I think what it would require is you then getting experience with this, but then going back to school. And so we do have a lot of people that then, while they're doing 911 dispatching, are going to night school or things like that. But clearly getting your foot in the door in law enforcement and emergency services is definitely a good thing to do. It's just going to require extra schooling, taking some tests, things like that.
I got time.
It is, yep, but there is a stepping stone. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
Great. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice meeting you, Dan.
Nice meeting you too. Should I shut this door?
You can leave it open.
Okay. See you later.
See ya.